YouTube! Today I'm gonna review the Tab S6 against the Tab S8. Let's see how that goes. And why should you use the Tab S8 and not the Plus or not the Ultra? Well, if you're really into very big screens, if you want the 12.4 or even the 14, whatever, too big for me, then yeah, go for that one. I'm especially not going for this one because this is a tad bigger. It's from 10.5. This is an 11-inch, so it's a bit bigger, but it's not too big. I like to watch it, hold it in my hand for a long time, and if it's then too big, it's not going to work out. I had it in my hands, the Plus, I thought it was way too big. If I want to see it on a big screen, I use my 65-inch Sony TV. And if I want to binge watch Netflix or whatever, I still use my TV because then I have Dolby Atmos surround sound for real and not buy from those 4 speakers, which are decent and comparable to each other. The S6 and the Tab S8 have comparable volume and sound and deepness that I tested. What are the other reasons why I picked the S8 up? Faster performance, that's definitely noticeable. Sure, you have Wi-Fi 6, especially the 120 Hz, so it looks fluid. It's a nice looking design. It's a bit bigger, but overall, that's why. Another thing is the software. Android 12 comes with a few upgrades, if you will, that are very neat. I'm going to show you in the video. Well, let me show you some software advantages. One thing that you can notice here is the date you can add. And another thing which is apparently that you can make the sizes of the icons smaller, so you can put more icons on your tab. So if we go to the settings, so now you have the options to go to 10 by 5, 8 by 5 or 6 by 5, whereas you here only have the 5.5 or the 6.5. Sure, you can do it with other software added, but I like it that it's default and that you can adjust that. Another option that I like, okay, it's in Dutch, but you get the point. Within settings, and if you go to background and style, background, here you have the option to get your color palette and change the colors that you like. I think that's a nice addition that you have with Android 12. Another thing that I really enjoy is I like to get my Google News. Now I can just swipe to the left and get my Google News. Of course, you have here the option for Samsung All, and with the other one you have the option that you can select Discover or the Samsung Free. But I really enjoy the Google Discover, so that's a plus for me. Now let's do a double tap. I will do it with the same power, with the same speed. Okay, let's show performance, but before we do this, let's close every application, clean up the memory. And once everything is optimized, now let's start similar applications. For instance, like where is it? The Play Store. Let's open the Play Store. As you can see, it's much faster on the Tab S8. Probably you do Facebook a lot. Oh, let's see where I got Facebook here. I've got it here, so let's start it up. A bit faster on the S8. So another thing that we can do, we can go to the Galaxy Store. And again, faster. We can go to the YouTube app. Almost equal. And let's do the last one. Let's see if we go to the Internet Explorer. Yeah, it depends, of course, what you have opened. Well, in this case, you can clearly see that it's much faster on the Tab S. And let's go to Galaxy Club or something like that. Well, that's more or less the same. This is the Home app. Let's start that one up. As you can see, way faster. let's test the brightness. Let's pull this one all the way up and put this one all the way up. Let's see which one is has the brightest screen, do you think? So to wrap it up, S8, Tab S8. What I like? Performance. The bigger screen. I don't like the weight. I like the 120 Hertz of the Tab S8. Yeah, what I don't understand is why doesn't Samsung make smaller devices with all the best specs? I would even pay more for it, but I will choose the smaller screen instead of the 12.4 inch or the 14 ridiculous screen. If you're into that, sure, but if I like to watch a movie, I will watch it on my 65 screen with real Dolby Atmos instead of holding a tablet and looking this way. Maybe in an airplane, yeah, sure, but then this is enough. Then I don't have to get that huge one. And that's the same thing with the S22. You know, I'm currently using the S21 Ultra. I will get the S22 regular one because it's smaller, it's lighter, and when I hold, for instance, my S9 Plus in my hand, I think, oh, this is such a relief. Same thing for here. So would I like to have an AMOLED screen in this one? Yes. Would I like to have this a bit thinner? Yes. Lighter? Yes. And all the other stuff, put it in from the Tab S Plus and Ultra? Yes. But it isn't, and then my factor would be I have rather have a thicker but an 11-inch screen than ridiculous sizes. And maybe that's good for you, I understand that, that's fine, but it's not for the things that I want to do it with. It's just watching some YouTube, browsing something, a bit social media, etc. That's what I use this one for. So hopefully it's a bit beneficial. This was my take on the Tab 8 Samsung. So now put it in the correct order, Samsung Tab S8. Well, catch you in the next one.